then we will move on to your questions. High Representative, the floor is yours.
These are principles of territorial integrity, sovereignty, accountability, but also inclusiveness of government, taking into account especially the minorities and women's rights in this case. This process has to be Syria-led and Syria-owned and reflect the Syrian people in all of its diversity. This is very, very important. Extremism, Russia and Iran also should not have a place in Syria's future.
Thomas, as a general rule, please introduce yourself and the media outlet you're working for.
First on Syria, Russia's presence. This was discussed, and many foreign ministers took this up to say that, you know, it should be a condition for the new leadership that they also get rid of the Russian influence there, because it is a base where they also conduct their activities towards Africa and the southern neighbors. So this is definitely of the worry of European security as well.
My general question, how the European Union is going to navigate?
We opened an air bridge for 100 tons of humanitarian aid to support health, education and shelter. And going forward, I can announce that we will be organizing the 9th Brussels-Syria conference that is meant to be fundraising conference here in Brussels. And we stand with the Syrian people throughout this transition, as we did when it was Assad's brutal rule.
Sunniva Rose from The National. I have a question on minorities. You mentioned, I wanted to understand better, do you mean that you want political representation in a manner that is maybe similar to Lebanon?
So we adopted the 15th sanctions package against Russia. This round targets the Shadow Fleet, North Korean officials, and for the first time also Chinese firms making drones for Moscow. Our message is very clear. You cannot fuel a war in Europe and get away with it.
The systematic practice by the HTS of unlawfully detaining